Hello everyone, this is group 2 and this all the members of this group. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a task force, which is fan temperature by a heat sensor using DHT11. So as you can see, this is all the outcome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show the process, the documentation, the coding, and also explanation how are we gonna make it work. So let's begin. So this is the part and the components. So we have a DC motor, Arduino, LED, DHT11, motor driver, breadboard, connector, and also power supply. So that's all the parts and the components.
Ito po yung diagram namin. So ito po yung DC fan. Connected yung DC fan dito sa may output 1 and 2. Then itong LN298 and driver. Ito pong 12 volts niya connected po sa may 12 volts ng battery, which is ito. Then yung ground ng battery connected po sa may ground ng L298 and ito po. Tapos yung 5 volts po nito connected sa may Arduino na 5 volts. Ito po siya. Then yung positive naman nito rekta na rin po sa mga positive ng LCD display. Then yung ground dito sa may ground ng Arduino po. Ito, ground. Yan. Connected din yung ground ng Arduino dito sa may ground ng driver. Tapos ito na po DHT11, yung ganun lang po, positive niya connected po sa may positive ng Arduino, tapos positive na rin po nito ng motor driver. Then yung negative niya po, ganun lang din, connected sa negative ng driver, then ng Arduino sa battery, connected na po sila lahat. Tapos yung po nito, signal, connected po dito sa may pin 2, digital pin 2 ng Arduino. Then ditong in 1, in 2, in 3. Yung in 1 connected sa may digital pin out 9. Then yung pin out 8 connected sa may in 3. Then yung in 2 connected sa may digital 7. Tapos sa may SDA tas SLC ng LCD, yung SDA connected sa may A4. Then yung A5 naman is connected sa may SCL. So kapag mag-work naman po siya, ganito lang po. Kapag nakadetect po ito ng init, okay, pwede po yung hininga lang or yung soldering iron po, basta mainit. Kusa pong iikot itong kapag na-reach niya po yung maximum heat level niya, yung temperature level niya pala. Kunyari, nakaset po sa code namin. Ano ba nakaset sa code natin?
30 plus,
36 gano'n, 36. Pag na-reach na po niya yung 36 temperature dito, pagka ininita mo yan, tapos na-reach na po dito, lalabas dito yun, temperature 36 degree, kusa na pong ikot itong motor namin na fan. So ganun po siya nag-work. Ayun lang po.
Good day ma'am, this is our code for our task force. As you can see here, this is the libraries for our task. And this is to initialize the LCD. Const integer is ENA is connected to digital pin 9 of Arduino Uno. And this is connected to digital pin 7 of Arduino Uno. In2 is connected to digital pin 8 of Arduino Uno. Temp threshold for fan control is if the temp threshold hits high, it will trigger the fan to turn on. This will turn on if it hits 36.10 degrees Celsius, as you can see here, and it will turn off if it hits 35.50 degrees Celsius. It says here float. Float is for things with decimal points, just like the temperature. Boolean fan on equals false. Boolean only has two possible values, on and off. And this is the void setup. And this is the void setup. This is to initialize the... This is to debug the monitor for our LCD. Sorry, my bad. And initialize DHT sensor. DHT begin. This will initialize the DHT11 sensor. Delay 1000. This will wait 1 second to ensure the sensor is properly initialized and stable before proceeding. Initialize LCD. LCD init, LCD backlit. LCD init initialize the LCD display. This prepares the LCD to start displaying the text. And LCD backlight turns on the backlight of the LCD, making it visible. And these pin modes sets it to output. ANA to output, in1 to output, and in2 to output. And digital write, in1 low, in2 low, ENA to 0. Initialize the motor to off. LCD set cursor 0, LCD print, and delay 1000, LCD clear. LCD set cursor moves the cursor, and LCD print will display the text temp fan control on the LCD screen, as it says here. And delay 1000 is for 1 second. And this is the void loop. Void loop will read the temperature from DHT sensor. And if is for checking if any reading is failed. And this code will display the temp and humid on the LCD. LCD print will show it to the LCD. Serial print will display what is shown here into our LCD. And else if is for things that didn't happen in the ifs, and it will be a different outcomes. As shown here, it doesn't turn on. If it doesn't turn on, it will turn off. And that is all. Thank you.
So in this part, you will see how are we connect all the parts with starting in DHT and put out the Arduino, and also we connect it as well in the motor driver for support and so many connectors that are we gonna connect on this. And also after the motor driver, they will proceed in the DC motor, which is the output of this project. And also he connect the LED LED to the pins of the Arduino, and depending on the digital output, what it can be programmed. So apparently all of these parts and components, we make sure to connect it in the right place and on the right connector, so that no one can be shortened or no one can be damaged as well once we program it by using the codes we take. So the rest of the video, guys, is hope you really enjoy the rest of this video.
We love to waste time, whiskey and wine, drinking all night, asleep by your side. Finally alive, we would just drive, never arrive. Our journey was live, staying out late, testing our fate, running away. We live for today, young and so bold.
So the first challenges and difficulties of this project is the cooperating of LED, DC motor, and also the DHT11, because sometimes the DC motor is already activate and the temperature is malfunctioning within the DHT11 because not because the DHT11 is not sensing any heat, but the temperature of coming from the LED is little bit error and tracking something temperature to do that. But and also in the other case, the fan the fan is already activate so high, so that it can cause also errors within the code. And also the code, one of the best challenges and difficulties for us, we try to fix and try to analyze each of it so that it can work better and make it accurate once it is programmed in this kind of situation. So that's all the challenge and the difficulties ones, and also the loose cables are also mentioned, and also one of the challenges here. So far that's all the challenges and the difficulties as well in this video. So the reflection and the conclusion of this is, we finally work it together, and we make sure all the codes are better and good once it's programmed. And as you can see in the video, it's really working once the DHT11 is receiving heat, depending on what heat to activate the DC motor and use a temperature as a monitor of how heat they receive in the DHT. and also can work as well once the DHT is not detect something heat, the fan will already off. In that you'll see in the video, temperature and the humidity is sensing heat coming from the DHT, and after accepting that, DC motor will activate, depends on the heat that it will be accept. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and God be all the glory.